I guess I'll introduce myself again, and then nearby you can introduce yourself again and then introduce our presentation. I'm Amy Ashcraft from Dayton, Ohio. I'm an educator and owner of ThinkLink Education. Glad to hear our next presentation and our co-host.
Yeah, hi. My name is Raelynn. I am a presenter in the global innovation field trip for about 5.5 years. Yeah, 5.5 years. And I have a deep interest for robotics and technology and innovation as well. And the presentations that I've seen and give is truly amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay. And our other co-host, Aditi, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Aditi. I am a volunteer and I am working with Julie on Return by Me, which has been newly introduced program. And I will be co-hosting for next 2 hours.
Welcome. All
Thank
right,
you.
Nearby, do you want to introduce our presentation here?
Yeah, sure. Welcome to the Global Innovation Field Trip. Would you like to start off by telling your name and where you're from?
Oh, yeah, thank you so much for the introduction. We're from Inspire Curiosity. We're based in New Jersey.
Welcome, Gargi.
And we're going to be presenting today with our team from Grishmaa, Adhwita, and Raelynn as well.
Sure. You may now start your presentation.
All right, sounds good. Hi, so we're here with Inspire Curiosity. We've prepared a quick presentation for all of you, and we're going to be talking about what we do as an organization, where we came from, and some steps we hope to take in the future.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adhwita Gopi Selvan, and I'm the founder and co-president of Inspire Curiosity. I'm a second year right now at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, majoring in computer science plus education learning sciences. Super passionate about educational technology, product management, and strategy. And I'm excited for you guys to hear our story on how we founded this organization and the work that we do.
Hello, my name's Raelynn. I'm the co-president, and I founded this organization along with Adhwita when we were in high school. I'm a second year at the University of Pennsylvania.
Hi, my name is Grishmaa. I'm one of the chief operating officers, and I'm a junior at East Brunswick High School in New Jersey, and I hope to pursue the pre-med route after high school.
And I'm Gargi, our other chief operating officer. I'm also a junior at East Brunswick High School in New Jersey, and I want to pursue something with biology, and I'm really passionate about sharing the science with everyone.
Here's a brief overview of what we're going to be talking about throughout this presentation. If at any point you have any questions, just feel free to stop us and let us know. We're first going to begin by talking about how we got to this point from when we were founded in 2020 until now. Okay, so we started in Pennington, New Jersey, which is kind of around here, central New Jersey, in 2020. We started with just a few students in the local New Jersey area, and we wanted to provide free STEM classes to these students. We actually originally wanted to be in person, but as the pandemic hit, we had to transition to virtual learning. So as students were learning during the pandemic, we realized a need for more immersive and hands-on virtual education, which is where we came into play. Okay, so we have 4 main components to how we want to come up with our lessons. We want them to be interactive, so we'll incorporate things like engineering challenges, at-home labs, and simulations. We want them to be age-friendly, so suitable for students of all experience and interest levels. And then we not only want to cover a wide breadth of topics, but also dive deep into them as well. Okay, and then here are some samples of lessons that we've done. I won't go too deep into these, but if we have any time at the end, I can walk through all of these lessons. But for instance, this is one of our escape rooms where students can click on different objects throughout this room, complete STEM-related tasks to discover a code to unlock this room. This is our medical detective class where students learn about a bunch of different diseases, and then they have the opportunity to diagnose a virtual patient. And then this is one of our engineering challenges where students learn about different engineering principles to then build their own catapult. And I think our slideshow skipped over some of our slides. So I'm going to go back here. This is our broad mission statement. We want to foster a passion for STEM by adapting our programs to meet the unique educational needs of each community we serve. So we began in New Jersey and we were really focusing on the students in the local area, but especially as we've grown, we really wanted to maintain true to that mission. So we really tried to tailor our various classes and curriculum to the students in these areas. So we've been doing this through our free virtual classes where it's students teaching other students, sharing their passions, through in-person outreaches at libraries. And we also are really proud of our open access to our educational materials. So if you visit our website, we publish a lot of our lessons for free on there. Okay. Oops, sorry.
So apart from that, we also do a lot of in-person outreach. After the pandemic, we've really begun to grow this. The first place that this started was the Trenton Free Public Library, where we still do a lot of our lessons now. And so this you can see a Mars lesson we're doing, and even in last year and this past summer, we've done a lot of events growing our approach with them, doing in-person activities like our lava lamp activity, which is really popular with the kids there.
So in 2020, we started off as one chapter based off in New Jersey, only one country. And then as of now, we've reached over 5,000 students internationally. So we have about 25 chapters and we're located in 7 different countries.
And starting off the NJ chapter, we talked about a bit where it all began, but going into more depth, every week between September and May, we'd host weekly classes about 1 hour long that focused on a variety of our STEM topics. And then between July and August, we hosted and still host our Summer of STEM program, where every day we have a different theme for each week, and each day in the week we teach a different topic for that. And kids are able to sign up depending on what topics might interest them, and this is all done for free.
Another unique part of our organization is our student teaching program. And in this, we allow students to design their own classes and teach them by themselves. And what's unique about this program is young students who started off with us teaching them, as they get older, they're able to become teachers themselves and teach about classes that they're passionate about to kids that they were once like.
So, and throughout the years, we've also grown our international approach. So taking a look at some of these, we can start off with Kenya. Here we've partnered with an organization known as Rescuing International. They're a camp where students are able to go and get educational material. So every Sunday we teach them We'll take about an hour or 1 to 2 hours every Sunday to teach these kids, and we try to keep these lessons very interactive. So we often get to see them going through the lesson and then testing out everything we've taught them, and they're always really happy to learn. So it's a great way we're able to give back. And some other places we've grown are the Philippines and the United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, we host our weekly classes like we do in the US, our 1 hour long chapter-based classes. And in the Philippines, we've partnered with a school called the Prince of Peace Integration School. And they're able to integrate our curriculum into programs at their school to reach a broader audience.
And we also have a chapter in India, and in India we've partnered with the Mahabodhi International School, and it's located in LA, India, which is one of the more remote regions of India, and they don't have that as much access to educational resources. So we partnered with this school, and we host 2 classes throughout the week. One is for the younger batch of students, and one is for the older batch of students. And we just like are able to provide them with education to some topics that they may not have learned about before.
Now moving along, we're going to be discussing who we work with and our various partnerships. So being from the University of Illinois, myself and the founder of this organization, I'm super grateful for the university support that we've had in terms of growth. Being a computer science major here, I've been able to get access to a wide range of different companies like Microsoft and Google, who we are really grateful to be a part of their various nonprofit programs. We also have a mentor from 3Dux Design who's been really amazing in terms of giving us various resources and just connecting us to experts in the field. I would like to highlight Julie Shively for being our wonderful mentor and guiding us throughout this entire process. She has been amazing and has given us so many different connections that have allowed us to reach international communities and launch chapters global wide. In terms of talking about some of the corporations we work with Microsoft and Google, I'm going to explain this in a bit, but we've worked with in-person workshops as well as having online mentoring. We're also working with a company called Elementary. So they write and create code using various interactive stories that are available to kids. So currently we're working on developing a project with them simultaneously. So our partnership with Big Tech has been really meaningful, and it's something that we've really worked on this past year. So we have virtual volunteering, which means essentially Microsoft employees, as well as potentially Google in the future, are able to mentor our students. So this deals with one-on-one mentoring as well as group mentorships for students from under-resourced communities and low-income cities. So this has been really helpful for a lot of our students because they've been able to gain exposure to adults, not just our student-to-student peer learning model. We also have Microsoft and Google employees do in-person volunteering. So for example, we've been able to do Google visits in Chicago, and we're working on creating different visits this upcoming year for other offices based in the United States. And hosting students at various tech offices has been a great opportunity for them to see what a future career in big tech could look like. So future goals, where do we want to go from here? So obviously we're going to be focusing on more in-person outreaches, especially in under-resourced communities, and we'd love to build a bigger team globally. So any excitement from international chapters would be amazing. We're always looking to gain more students and help make an impact in other areas. So we also want to develop a comprehensive online platform for our curriculum. So we, like Raelynn had mentioned earlier, we update a lot of our free curriculum on our website, and that's something that we love offering to our students and teachers. But it'd be great if we have a platform that has access to all of our curriculum, or maybe potentially in the future where students can join our online classes directly through our website. We want chapters to continuously be self-sustaining. So as of right now, all of our chapters look very different just because of the location and meeting the needs of our students. But over time, it'd be nice if we can find some common ground on what curriculum and just the way chapters are run across our global communities. And then again, we would like to invite all educators around the globe to begin their own chapters or contribute to our curriculum. So please reach out to us via email at we.inspirecuriosity@gmail.com if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, now we're open to any questions.
Amy, would you like to go first this time?
It was not clear. What did you say, Noble?
And would you like to go first?
Well, I can go first. I'll say excellent
Yeah, sure.
presentation. I love that you are reaching out, especially to underserved communities. I think that they are always in need of real experiences. I love the peer-to-peer teaching too, because I think kids have passions, and allowing them to kind of create and be able to teach to another peer. Those were two things that really stood out to me with a lot of things that you're doing. But I think just the four of you and what you've created in a short amount of time, you should be very proud of yourselves. And I love that you have goals and you're continuing to grow. And I think you have some great partnerships. And I think as it continues to get out there and you continue to present and share your story, it will continue to grow. But I know there are always ups and downs, and you just have to keep supporting each other and encouraging each other, and don't give up on what you're doing, because you are making an impact and a difference. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
I would like to ask a question is like if there are some students who show interest with having some sessions with you to have some topics learnings, how do you decide the curriculum? Like you group them as per their grade level, or just you start with the common topics? How do you bifurcate the groups, and how you decide your curriculum?
So we have chapter-specific curriculum. So before each of our sessions, we run 3 sessions throughout the school year and then 1 over the summer. So before that, we make preset calendars. So parents will be able to go into our website and look at the calendar and see what sessions we're offering. And they can sign their kids up based on that. And once they join our classes, we split them up by age group. So kids who are older are receiving more in-depth education, while kids who are younger are having it broken down more simpler for them, so all age groups are able to learn the same topics.
And after those sessions, do you give them some tests or some more resources to check how much they have learned, and if they can come back to you with some queries?
Yeah, they can always ask us any further questions they have. And we don't usually do tests at the end, but we like to incorporate fun games and activities to test their knowledge. So instead of having it a test like they do in school, we try to make it more fun. So we'll make different games that help us test their knowledge so they're able to see what they were able to learn. And whenever they ask us, we're able to provide more resources and possibly teach more about that if they're interested.
That's so nice. I'm like so impressed with what you guys are doing,
Thank you so
and
much.
wish you all the good luck. May
Thank
you
you.
reach many more students.
Thank you.
Yes, Reba, you can go.
Okay, this was an amazing project. I would like to know if this is a non-profit. Is this a non-profit?
Yeah, we are a nonprofit.
So how do you develop a non-profit?
I think short story, it's basically a lot of paperwork. So we applied right after COVID. So when the pandemic hit, basically in 2020, and we were lucky to work with our auditor and get it approved enough. But yeah, we have a wonderful board, and yeah, and then ever since then, a lot of community support who's allowed the nonprofit to continue. So yeah, that's a bit of our journey.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there
Over to you, Amy.
anything else besides your goals and kind of your next steps that the people watching even after this, might, if they want to reach out to you, or other asks that you have, things that you would be looking for?
I think just the biggest takeaways, we're always looking for more students. So any students who are interested in getting an access to free STEM classes, definitely do reach out, or as well as students who would like mentoring from either Google or Microsoft employees. And for the educators and the adults listening, we always love support through various ways, whether that's spreading the word or inviting you guys to found your own chapter based off of where you're from. So again, with the presentation being sent out, you can always reach out to us via Gmail or Instagram as well. So thank you so much.
And also any kids who might want to join our cause, we're always open to having more volunteers come in and help us build our communities.
Sure.
If someone wanted to start a chapter in their area, I mean, they would reach out to you, but what would be their commitment, I guess?
Yeah, I
What
think.
would-
Oh, Grishma, do you want to take that?
No, go ahead.
So basically, well, when people first reach out, we like set up a meeting with them just to learn more about like their interests and what they're interested in, and if they do want to lead a chapter by themselves, um, well, we expect that they teach the weekly classes, and along with teaching, we give them like advice, and we help them reach out to more students and promote the classes in whatever region that they're teaching in. So we ask that like weekly they send out emails to libraries or call libraries and reach out to other organizations in the area so that they can reach a broader audience. And we're also always looking to expand our curriculum. So we also ask that chapters create more slideshows, chapter heads create more slideshows and curriculum on topics that they are interested in that they might potentially want to teach their students.
Do you find in different areas, different countries, that like the needs are very different and what they're looking for?
Yeah. So when we first start teaching here, we're able to cover a wider variety of topics. But when we started teaching our Africa classes, we found that those kids specifically found our interactive engineering-based slideshows better. So we try to cater our curriculum towards them better that way by incorporating more of what they enjoy, so they're able to learn better, and the process is overall better for the experience.
So, Nobra, if they were creating a STEM class for you, what would you want to learn about or be mentored about?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Or what would you teach if you did a peer-to-peer? What's something that you would teach other kids?
I would need to give a thought for that. Thank you so much.
You have a lot of interest and a lot of
True.
expertise.
Yeah, true. If that is true.
So one last question is, everything you do and teach would be in language as English only, right?
Yes. Yeah, all of our classes are taught in English.
Yeah. Okay. And if someone comes to you with an interest to start a chapter, do you guys have the formalities ready for them, or any training, or how do you start with if a high school student comes to you with an interest to start a chapter at his or her school? Like how you take it on?
Yeah, they go through a series of meetings, which encompasses a training. They can watch some of our other chapter heads with classes. We'll go over our curriculum, ensure that they're prepared, and then filter it based off of region, then set them up, making sure they have connections in the area. So it's pretty consistent in terms of starting off a chapter, but we accommodate based off of personality and the time commitment that they're willing to put in.
Okay. Amy, over to you.
Anything else? Anybody have any more questions? Nearby anymore?
I think I'm good.
Right.
Same here. Wish you all the best, girls.
Yes. Keep up the
Thank
good
you
work.
so much for having
Yes.
Wish you
us.
all the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.